trying this again. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. All right, I can see me. Although now I'm delayed, but I'm gonna put my mic right up next to me and wait for the okay that you guys can see and hear me. Maybe I just have to talk like a really, really loud. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see if I can be seen and heard. Then I guess I can take this off. We're not going to use this. Can I be seen and heard? Cherie, can you hear me and see me? Well, I think you can see me, but can you hear me? Even if I put my mic up this close to my face, does it work? A little better, but not great. You can hear me a little bit better, but not great. That's how I read that. Do I just generally, like, if I talk louder like this, does that make it any clearer for you to hear? But you can hear me. So talking like this is the best way. I gotta just keep my voice up. I can't talk normal. I have to talk really loud and really excited. That's what you're saying. All right. I'll take it. Let me move my screen around. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Cherie. Um, you can carry on with your evening if you need to. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So, obviously, luckily, Facebook lets you cut out parts of your video. So I can cut out this whole first 2 minutes. Um, let's get started. All right. Happy Wednesday. Woo woo. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I put my mic as close to my mouth as I possibly can right now, because last week the video was very, 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 very quiet. So hopefully, hopefully it works. Also, the Facebook stream is a bit slower, so that kind of makes me sad. I don't know how to fix that, but we'll see. So, anyways, happy Wednesday once again. I'm Nady. I'm a licensed professional counselor in Houston, Texas. I'm the owner of Freedom Psychotherapy and Wellness Services. I primarily focus on providing therapy and wellness experiences that help my clients go from feeling numb and depleted and weak to feeling strong and energized and their absolute best selves. If you want to go to get started on the same journey that all my clients are on to improve your well-being, and live a life that you love, I do have a free resource for you to get started. It's a tiny steps checklist that you can download with tiny steps, just like it says, that you can take like this week in 6 different areas of your life. To download it, you can go to connect.freedompsychotherapy.net /checklist if you want to get started on your wellness journey and living a life you don't need to have a vacation from. So check that out. Again, it's absolutely free. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about 3 secrets to wellness success. I chose this topic because there's some mystery around improving your well-being and what wellness is. And actually, so one of my clients came to me like really exhausted, feeling like she'd been carrying everything on her own, carrying the weight of the world, her kids, her family, all the jobs around the house. And she was married, but she said she felt like a single mom, basically. And she had just reached this very real breaking point with taking care of everyone else's needs but her own, And it was like, and obviously she reached out, for help and to get therapy, and she knew that taking care of herself would somehow like show her family that she's a person whose well-being matters also, like she's a person with needs as well. So I mean, if that sounds like you and something you're going through, that um you matter also, and it can't just be about everybody else. You are a person too, but you just don't really know the first thing to do, or how to get yourself going. um, I want to share some secrets with you to improving your wellness successfully and getting started on your journey. So let's get going. Okay. So, first of all, what even is wellness, right? That's a thing. What even is it? We posted on Instagram, or we've been posting on Instagram this week over at Freedom Therapy underscore. Check us out over there. But we've been posting about wellness this week, and I wanted to tell you guys about it if you hadn't caught some of our posts. But basically, the way I teach wellness is that it's an active process, right? It's not like a static destination. It's an active process. It's the process of becoming aware, and then aware of, and then making choices toward, becoming aware of, and then making choices toward a healthier you and a more fulfilling life that you want. Fulfilling being the key word, not just living, but living whole, living fulfilled, living happily. So what, and then sometimes I think a lot of the general idea of wellness is being healthy and being like free of disease, free of illness, and the way I teach it is that it's a dynamic process of change and growth consistently, so you can create complete well-being. That's the goal, to have complete well-being. So that's kind of the idea, and just from my perspective as a therapist, and how I teach it to my clients, as well as how I use it in my life every single day. So how do you become successful with your wellness? How do you actually get going towards having that better life that you see, that you envision for yourself, right? So, secret number one. We got our notes over here. I'll have to have my notes because I like to be prepared for you guys. So, secret number one is done is better than perfect. That's a big, big deal, because shout out to my Virgos and everybody else that would consider themselves a perfectionist, right? But in this case, with working on, since it's an active process, since it's a change process, done is better than perfect. Started is better than perfect. So sometimes we put ourselves under these like self-inflicted rules, and we say that it has to be a certain way, and we say in our heads that it can only be done like this, and until it's like this, I can't do it. So changing your mantra to done is better than perfect, or started is better than perfect, and letting that play in your head, because you'll say, well, I'll start doing my daily walks on Monday. I'll wait till Monday. I'll start then. Monday seems like a good day to start. Or I'll wait until my partner gets home and then we'll cook together. That'll be our thing. We'll start cooking together. And then somebody gets home late, and then somebody doesn't feel like it, and then somebody forgot to thaw out the chicken, and then nobody has cooked. Or, I'll go to church on when the church opens back up. They open on Wednesdays. I'll go on Wednesdays, or I'll go to the morning. I'll go to the late. I want to go to the 7 a.m. service. I can't do it if I don't go to the 7 a.m. service, or something like that. When really church is online, you can literally turn it on YouTube and go. So it's like the idea that you just get started, shed all of those self-inflicted rules. You just have to go. That's secret number one. Number two, make where's the camera? You, the priority. This is a really big one, because a lot of us start to feel guilty when we put ourselves first. Why this is, I mean, we care about other people, especially if you're a parent, or you're like the caregiver of everybody, like you're the mama bear of your friend group, or something like that. Like we feel like, uh, I'm the bad guy if I need time for myself. I'm the bad guy. But so I offer this perspective for you. Are you are you the bad guy when you're tired, irritable, and like not focused? Or are you the bad guy when you're happy, agreeable, and energized? Which version of you is the bad guy? Bad guy. Neither of you is the bad guy. To be clear, neither of you is the bad guy. To be clear, but in your head, if you think about it that way, which of those people is the bad guy? The one that's tired and irritable, or the one that's energized and agreeable? Something to think about. When you prioritize your well being and your wellness and taking care of you, um, you're a better person all the way around. You're a better dad. You're a better mom. You're a better boss. You're a better friend. You're a better everything when you're well. When you're depleted and you're running on fumes and on empty tank trying to help people here, there, and you forget this and can't remember that, and all those things, you're not doing as good. And they're not, and the people that you're trying to care for are not being taken care of as well, either. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking so loud. I have to drink my tea here. And I'm talking so loud for this Facebook mic. I'm really upset about this stream. I'm not gonna lie. I wish somebody would tell me how to like make a better stream on Facebook. Somebody's gotta tell me the secret. Okay. So number three, third secret. Oh, also, you know what? Before I get to the third secret, I was also gonna say that like the idea that you're doing better when you're at everything, when you do things well. I was also gonna mention to you guys that I have a free webinar coming up on all about self care secrets and that I use personally, and some that your therapist won't tell you. Registration for that doesn't open until January 25th, but I just wanted to put that on the back of your mind because in there I'm going to talk a lot about this mindset shift that you really have to make to start living a life that you don't need a vacation from, and to tell yourself that you do deserve it and that you're better for it when you take care of yourself. So I am going to talk a lot about that in that webinar. But again, like I said, registration doesn't open until January 25th for that. But just something to keep in mind. Secret number three, creativity. This is a big deal. They're all a big deal, right? But creativity is important because we think that, again, it's kind of like that done is better than perfect thing, but in a different way, that we think everything has to be a certain way. And it doesn't. The way we do things now, like 2020, like obviously everything has to change, right? Like everything has to change. And that's just what it is at this point. Um, and so we really have to go outside of what we're used to doing or what we used to do or what used to work for me. And I can't do this one anymore, so I'm just not going to do it. Idea. We just have to get creative. So, for example, let's say you want to improve your social life. You don't have a lot of close friendships, or you want to like be less isolated and you're trying to meet people and you're like, well, you can't go outside. We can't do anything. So, how am I going to meet people? You're on Facebook watching this right now. Facebook groups are so popping. Meetups.com, y'all remember in like 2013 and 2014 when meetups were like everything? Meetups.com has made a resurgence because of, people needing to have ways to interact with people because we were in isolation for so many months. So things like that where you might not think about, oh, well, there is other options. My encouragement to you is to think about something that maybe you haven't done. Ask somebody that you know. Google is your friend. Google some different ways to do something that you've been holding yourself back from. If you want to work on your spirituality more, but you're like, oh, but churches are closed. A Google search will tell you that all the churches are online and which churches you can find, what times. Elevation churches are all over YouTube. They got podcasts. Like, easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you know that you want to get a little bit healthier physically, like you want to work on your physical health, but you're like, well, I don't want to go to the gym, I don't want to wear a mask, so how am I going to do that? Like, my trainer is virtual. So it's not a class. It's not like, oh, I have to get myself up for it. I got a trainer that's like, I have to get up because I paid money for it type of thing. And she's virtual. So just something to consider. You have to get creative. Feel free to reach out to me for ideas and thoughts. If there's ever an area you feel like you get stuck in, at freedom therapy underscore is a good place to find me on Instagram. The messages, DMs on Facebook is a great place to find me if you get stuck with that. But those are really, really big keys, things that I think we don't really consider when we think about getting healthier and getting our wellness back. So those secrets again were: done is better than perfect. Make you the priority and get creative. Those are the three secrets to being successful with your wellness. If you really think about those and keep those in the back of your mind, you will start to find your happiness and your joy. Like, you will be on the path getting going, I promise. So, thank you so much. That's let me know if that helps. Like I said, hit me up. You know where to find me. Freedom Therapy at on over at Instagram or in the DMs right here. Remember, if you've reached a breaking point yourself with taking care of everybody else's needs but your own, or not taking care of anybody's needs, not even your own, but you know it's way past time to start taking care of yourself, download my free checklist. It's the Tiny Steps checklist. It's super easy. All you have to do is download it and get started. It's packed with easy to do, very simple, tiny steps that you can take this week to get moving and get on the right path. Download it at connect.freedomcyclotherapy.net/checklist. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for bearing with me through the through these weird technical kind of difficulties here. And I will see you next week, next Wednesday. Maybe it'll be here, maybe it won't. I don't know, because this whole delay thing, I don't know how I feel. So, all right. But thank you guys so much. I'll see you next week. Bye.